Hi everybody, welcome to Live Blogger. In this tutorial series, we are building this agency homepage using HTML and Tailwind CSS. Now in the previous video, we designed the nav bar and this is how it looks. Now in this video, we will design this hero section. So let's get started. Right, this is my source code, and first of all, let's go ahead and go outside this nav and let's create a new section over here. And if you type hero over here, we can see that if you go to our website, we have the hero section displayed over here. So let's go ahead and add the text that we have over here. Before that, let's add some classes to this section. So let's type class, and let's type padding top of 20, padding bottom of 32. And here we can see we also have this border bottom, so let's add that. Let's type border bottom of 4 and the border color to black, and let's type background of white. And now we can see we have this border and also the padding displayed over here. Now let's create another division to have this max width. So if we zoom out, we can see that we have this max width for this hero section. So let's create a div, and in this div let's add some classes. So let's type class. Let's set the max width to 1440 pixels and MX auto to bring it to the center, and padding left and right of 6. And now let's create a division inside here. And in this division, we will have a division for this left section and another division for this right section. So in this, let's create another div. And in this div, let's create an h1. And here I'll just type v build. And for this text digital, we need to have a different styling. So let's add that inside a span. So just type digital. And after that, we need to type power. And here we can see our text is being displayed over here. Now below this, we need to have this paragraph. So let's create a p tag, and let's add the text over here. So here we have added the paragraph, and after that we can see that we have these two buttons. So let's add the buttons over here. I'll just add the buttons inside a div. Let's create a button tag, and here let's type view projects. And for this div, let's add some classes. So let's type class equals flex, so that the buttons are one next to the other. Let's type flex wrap, so that the buttons wrap to one below the other if you don't have enough space. Let's also type a gap of 6, margin top of 4. And for these buttons, let's add classes. So let's type class, background of black, text of white, text size to XL, and font weight to black, padding top and bottom of 5, padding left and right of 10. And this is how it looks. And let's also add this shadow that we have over here at the bottom. Now we have already created a class called agency X shadow. So let's use that. So here in this button, let's type agency X shadow. And here you can see we have the button. I'll just go ahead and copy and paste this button down here. And for this one, we need to have a slightly different styling. So we need to have a different background color and color of text. So here for the BG black, we need to type BG white and text black. And this is how it looks. And we also need to add the border. So let's add the border. So we have already created a class called agency X border. So let's use that in both these buttons. So let's type agency X border. So this is how it looks. So the buttons are styled correctly. Now on the right side, we need to have this image and this information. So let's go outside this div right here. And here let's create another div. Now in this, we'll create a div for this image. So let's create a div, and let's add some classes over here. So let's type class, agency X border, so that we have this border around the image. And we need to have this image on the right side. So here for this container div, let's add some classes. So let's type class equals display of grid. And for large screens, let's type grid columns to 12 and gap of 12, and items start to make the content align to the top. So now we can see that these are one next to the other, but on smaller screens, we can see that they are one below the other. Now for the left side, we need to span 7 columns. So here for this div, let's type class. Let's type for larger screens, call span of 7, and display of flex direction to column, and gap of 8. Now we can see that the left portion spans 7 out of 12 columns, and for the right we can just simply go ahead and type class lg call span of the remaining 5. Now for the image, let's create another div over here, and in this div we will create an img tag, and for the source let's type images / and I have this image called hero.webp. I'll just use that over here. Here in the alt I'll just type hero image, and here you can see we have the image being displayed over here on the right side. Now in the original website the image is black and white, so we can simply go ahead and do that by adding some classes over here. So let's type class name, let's type grayscale img, and let's create that class over here so that we can reuse it. So here let's type grayscale img, and here let's type filter grayscale 100% and contrast of 120%. So this is how it looks. Right now below the image we need to have this division. So for that, let's make the division of the image position of relative. So here let's type relative, and now we can create another div over here. So let's go outside this div, let's create another div, and here let's type established in 2014, and let's go ahead and add some classes over here. So let's type class equals position of absolute, bottom position of -8, and right position of -8, background color of primary, agency x border, and padding of 6, font weight to black, text size to 2XL, and a z index of 10 so that it's above the image. So this is how it looks. Now for the div, let's also add some classes. So let's type class and width of full, height of full. Let's add agency x border and agency x shadow. And now we can see we have this border and shadow. I wouldn't want to have the hover effect for the image. So for that, what we can do is let's go back, and here we have this agency x shadow. I'll just copy this and paste it down here, and here let's type agency x shadow, no hover, and I'll just remove the transition. So now let's use this class agency x shadow no hover. So here let's type shadow no hover. So now we don't have the hover effect. Now we need to set the text transform to uppercase for all of this text inside the hero section. So for that, let's go back, and here in the section let's type uppercase, and now we can see all the text is uppercase, and here we need to set it to font black for the font weight. So now everything looks alright. Right now let's style the left part of our hero section. So first of all we have this h1. Let's go back, and for the h1 let's add some styles. So here let's type class text 6XL, and for medium or larger screens let's type text 8XL for the text size, and for larger screens let's type text 9XL, and font weight to black, leading tighter. This is basically the line height. Then we have tracking tighter for the letter spacing. So this is how it looks. Right now let's style this digital word. So we need to have black background and primary color. So here for this span, let's type class, let's type bg black and text primary. Let's add a padding left and right of 2. So this is how it looks. Right now let's go ahead and style this paragraph. So for the paragraph, let's type class, let's type text XL for the text size for smaller screens, and for medium or larger let's type text 2XL, and let's set the font weight to bold, and let's add a max width of XL, leading of tight. Let's type border left of 8 and the border color to black, and let's add a padding left of 6. So that's basically it with the design of our hero section. Let's also take a look at the mobile version, and this is how it will look on a smaller screen. Now here for this image we can see that it doesn't span the whole width, so let's fix that. So here for the img tag, let's type width of full, height of full, and I think that fixes it. So this is how it will look on a tablet. Let's take a look at the mobile screen, and this is how it will look on a smartphone. So with that, we have styled the hero section of our website. So that's basically it for this video. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the comments below. And if you like this video, please click on the like button and subscribe to this channel to get the latest video updates. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a nice day.